everybody, welcome back to Candor's Collectibles. I'm Chris, and we have a special guest today, my girlfriend Rachel.
Hi, Al.
Malachi couldn't join us, and she read this book. We're talking about Harleen, which is one of the DC Black Label books. It's written by Stjepan Sejic and drawn by Stjepan Sejic. Kind of a cool thing about this book is that he got turned down for it. He had kind of pitched it to DC quite a few times, and they had told him no. They didn't like the idea. So what he did is he drew it and did everything himself, and then submitted it to him, and they thought it was amazing.
So he got turned down, and then he said, "Okay."
He's like, "I'll just do it myself."
That's cool.
So he did, and unfortunately, he moved on from DC, and now he's doing his own thing at Image. I can't remember if it's Image or not, but he's doing his own thing. So he's not doing Batman or anything anymore.
What's Image?
Image. So there's DC Comics, there's Marvel Comics, and there's Image Comics, right? And Image is very big on indie stuff, like independent, right? If you have some good ideas, you can go over to Image, right?
Gotcha.
You can start it off.
I'm learning.
So I bought this book for her at one point. I saw it at Phantom Zone Comics in Everett, and I was like, "Oh, that looks really cool." Myself, I've never been a Harley Quinn. I don't know. I was just never a Harley Quinn fan, and I saw this and I was like, "Oh well, I'll get it for you because you liked her, right?"
Dude, she's badass.
Yeah, and so I grabbed this, and she read through it, and she read through it super quick, and thought it was absolutely amazing, right? So she kept talking to me about stuff and like, "Oh my God," and everything, and I was like, "Oh."
I learned so much.
so anyways, so here's the front cover, which is awesome. It's just a picture of her. You know, it looks like she's holding one of those.
What front looks like? Oh, the broken mask.
Yeah, the broken mask, right? And so that's what it looks like. The spine here, it's just cool. It is oversized, so it fits the omnibus. It fits right with them. And actually, what I like is it's super skinny, so it fits right in my Batman section and fills in a little spot there. So it works perfect, right?
Yep.
So.
Fills the slot.
Yeah. So, and here's the back. It just kind of goes through behind the painted smile. Now here's something that's really cool about it, right? When I originally got it, the dust jacket it's a clear plastic, right? And so when you take it off, it's Harley Quinn's face, right?
It's like a whole new book.
Yeah, it just looks awesome. So it's just her behind the mask. So she's been.
It's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. She's abused, and that's just her, right? Okay. So there's gonna be some spoilers in this, but everyone knows Harley Quinn's story. There's nothing real groundbreaking in here besides just the story of how she got there, right?
Unless she never knew like me.
Unless she never knew like she did. So if you watch this channel, most people they know Harley Quinn, right? And so if you don't want any spoilers whatsoever, now's the time. But I'm just gonna tell you, there's nothing that you probably don't already know. Okay, everyone knows Harley Quinn winds up with Joker, right? She started off as Joker's sidekick, right? So anyway. Okay, so what we'll do right now is we'll go through and we'll flip through the book and we'll kind of chat about it as we go through, and do a little roundup at the end and go from there. You sound good?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, so here we go. Here's the book. So here's the cover like I showed you, but I figured to give you a little bit of a better view. Again, there's the broken mask, and she's just holding it there, and she's in the Harley Quinn costume, right? And then when you take it off, that's her, right? So damaged, broken, and she's in just her regular normal clothes. Okay. And I like too that it's like a matte finish on it, right? It's a perfect cover. So kind of go through and the little individual pictures and everything of the Joker. The artwork in this is actually really good too.
It is really good, yeah.
That was one of the things I liked, and I was super surprised to find out it was written by the same guy.
She's such a badass.
Yeah, there she is. Right, there's some more of the cover art right there. And then kind of going through book one. And so it starts off with Harley Quinn, and she's just walking through this, I'm sorry.
This reoccurring nightmare she always has.
Yeah, what's her name? Harleen Quinzel.
Quinzel.
Right. And so reoccurring nightmare, and she's just walking through Gotham. It looks like just like a broken road and everything else, and bats. And then there's the nightmare bat, right? Batman. And it's the same dream she has all the time. And, you know, it's the Joker. So anyway, so see again, this is like that artwork that I really like. It just looks really good. And again, this is all just a dream. One of the things I liked was that it kind of goes through, I mean, she's like a 20-something-year-old doctor, right? Is that about what you remember?
Yeah.
So she's a 20-something-year-old doctor trying to do research on things. And
behavior modification stuff.
Oh, yeah, behavior
Yeah.
modification stuff. And
Criminals.
this is where she encounters the Joker, right? And that's when her life changes, right? He holds her up to gunpoint. And that's when things start,
Instead
right?
of killing her, he lets her go.
Right. So, which is real rare for the Joker. Okay. And it's just perfect layout. Like having her here, him here, and then having this. It's like her life flashing through her eyes. You know, at that moment, I like the way they did this. You know what I mean? It's like starting off here and all the choices and stuff she made that led up to this point. So, but he lets her go, and the Batman comes in. That looks amazing. It just looks really good. That'd be a good poster. But yeah, it was definitely not the kind of story that I expected. Right. So the kind of story I expected was like a action Batman Harley Quinn thing, right? And
More
Joker.
fighting and more drama. Well, it was a lot of drama.
A lot of drama. Yeah, definitely. That's
super deep.
Yeah, and it got deep into a lot of like a real touchy subject on things, right?
Wasn't she in some relationship with her professor and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And it,
Yep, everything kind of changed, and other people knew about it and everything.
and she went to Ark.
I like here, I mean, she hasn't turned into Harley Quinn yet, right? She's still Harleen Quinzel, but they still show the shadow of her walking into Arkham.
The foreshadowing of what's to come. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so, which is really cool. Oh, Quinzel. Oh no, it's supposed to be Quinzel, but it was spelled wrong. So she goes through and she's interviewing everybody, right? So
All
she,
the patients.
right. So it's kind of interesting. So she's going through. She interviews everybody, kind of gets their take on things and trying to find their behavior. Joker's the one she can't figure out, right? She just can't figure out, and she's drawn to him,
Yep.
right? So.
And this is the most manipulative man in the world.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Actually, I forgot totally about that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's. That was one of the things I liked about it was it really dives into like the Joker's psyche,
I still
right?
don't know if he actually really loves her or he's just completely using her.
He was absolutely crazy, right? And he's the one that has her call him Mr. J, right? Because that's what he wanted. And it's like the stuff that he slowly turns it over and slowly gives her information, right, to make
Yeah.
her feel like she's getting something out of
Well,
him.
then, and he hired the guard to give him her files so he could look into the notes she wrote
Oh.
on all the other patients.
Yeah, I
So he
forgot
knew
about that.
exactly what to say because he knew exactly what she was looking for.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, we're not giving anything away. This is all.
Yeah,
And
it was
there's nothing real
complete
deep in this.
manipulation. It's insane.
Yeah, the manipulation that he does to turn her is absolutely crazy. That's what, like, the writing in this book was phenomenal. You got to kind of worry about this guy a little bit because he he knows how to do all these little tricks. But But that's the premise of the whole book is her kind of going through and doing this road and him leading her down it to where she's peeking into him at night and everything else. And it's crazy. Everybody knows Harvey Dent and Two-Face.
I had no idea how he all came about either.
Two-Face?
No, I had no idea.
Well, there you go.
Yep. I'm like, hey, I know that character.
Yep. So they kind of touch on that a little bit with him, and which I kind of liked because it's kind of dives a little bit away from the main story, but I mean it's extremely wordy. Like we said, if you like your books more action based, you're not gonna get it. This isn't an action based one.
No.
But.
And a lot of it is her thinking back to past stuff, so you really had to pay attention.
Yeah.
Just making noise.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
Strange. Doctor Strange, right?
Hugo Strange. Yeah.
Point for me.
Yeah, he's big in the DC universe. So, for these reasons here.
Wasn't he the main doctor at Arkham? Or the main boss man? She worked for him?
Yeah. So it goes a little bit into the Two-Face stuff. Two-Face is out there. Harvey Dent. Batman's in it a little bit, right? Because she's interviewing all these convicts. And, yeah, so he's in it a little bit. A little bit of naughty time.
Her giving in.
Yeah. But that was a cool picture with Poison Ivy. Yeah. Kind of like that. The Croc is in there, so they're going through doing their thing. But I think the biggest thing for this is if you like Harley Quinn and you like the Joker, you're gonna absolutely love this one, just because of
It's almost like the before and how they met.
Right.
How it happened.
Yeah, and just seeing her break.
That one. These photos are amazing.
Yeah. So this was I think it was like a 6-issue series that they had, and then
these like the covers of it?
Yeah, these were the covers, and so this is the collected edition, but this is the variant art for book 1, which I like that one. I think it's cool. It's got the Riddler and Killer Croc and Poison Ivy, and then her gun has a pop, right? Because she's crazy. The variant cover art for book 2, they're just screaming off. Book 3. Which that one's interesting, right? He's the Joker card, and she's the queen.
Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, and she's a queen too. She's Queen of Diamonds. She's Queen of Spades. So I thought that was cool. Unused cover concept. They didn't use this one for this book, and then just a bunch of the what they were like some ideas that they were going to use when they were kind of going through. Oh, this is from Suicide Squad, actually. It says, Sejic illustrates the story Managing People for Suicide Squad number 20. His vision of Harley Quinn leaps off the issue's pages in August 2017. Discussion over a possible Harleen series resume in earnest, and Sejic develops the project with Corey over the next few months. Right? So... yeah, and then some of these are just a bunch of concept arts and stuff, and going through. Yeah, I thought it was a great book, and it's super inexpensive as well. It's $29, which is fairly cheap for a book of this caliber. So that was Harleen, and what'd you think?
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Like I said before, Joker, Harley Quinn, any kind of Batman fan, you're gonna love it. If you're looking for action, but you're gonna love it regardless. It's a good book. Yeah. So.
I felt really bad for her though.
Yeah. You end up feeling really sorry for her because you see her just making these choices and these decisions.
She wants to see the best in all these horrible, evil people, and turning around, it's like, oh no, don't do it.
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah. So.
And then in the end, she becomes the evil that she's trying to turn everyone around to.
Yeah, it was really good. I wish this guy had done more more stuff for DC. I'm following this because like he's an amazing writer. I was super impressed with this. So yeah. So Malachi and I usually do a rating out of 10.
Oh, I'm not one to rate.
You have to do some rating. So. All right. Well, thank you guys. So like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you think. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.